with outside in approach or inside out. What do I mean by that? Stay till end of this video and you will have more clarity. My name is Deepak Badra. I'm alignment mastery coach and author of these two books, Grow Your Money Tree and Alignment Code for Entrepreneurs. Both are Amazon bestseller. What do I mean by outside in? And unfortunately, 97% population in the world, they live their life by outside in approach. So if you see this is I call outside in approach. Now we are surrounded by so much source of information. Now during these days when it is AI and all those time, do you agree that we are bombarded with information? Bombarded like newspaper, social media, friends, families, our own results, our own bank balance, our own profit and loss statements, our own medical reports, and that goes into our mind. First it goes to our mind and then it is reflected on our body. So if imagine that if this information, and particularly what is happening in the world, every year, every month, things are changing, circumstances are not conducive, many people are stressed. Why it is happening? You will get answer in this video. So imagine this, see this picture, what is happening. There are fearful headlines in newspaper or news channels, TV. They believe in selling and negative sells very fast. Do you agree with me? And one simple example, if I give you, recently the situation which has happened between US and Iran, external country media were showing a lot which was not really happening in Dubai. Even it was not happening 2%, but it was so blown up. So people even not living in Dubai or UAE, they were stressed that what is happening here. Being we living here, we never noticed because we had a faith. And we are having faith in the Dubai government that they are taking full care, they have all the protection, they are having perfect defense mechanism in place. So, but what happens when people allow outside information which is unwanted, which is negative, go in, and that takes control of their thoughts. Now, have you heard about that you become what you think about, or your thoughts become things? How it happens? I explain with this model. So this mind and this body, Bob Proctor's stick person model, I call it. Now you can see these are the five senses: see, hear, smell, taste and touch. Now what happens from TV, from news, from media, from social media, from your own bank balance, salary cuts, everything, this information or these thoughts, or it take control of your thoughts. Now those thoughts are normally worry and doubt. Thoughts of worry and doubt turns into our subconscious mind, which is this part. It reflects or it creates the similar emotions. Now you have worry and doubt, the emotions are going to be fear, frustration, anger, jealousy, guilt, resentment, disappointment, and that will be reflected on your body, which is our physical representation. And when this happens, it will reflect as an anxiety, negative vibration. What happens? Negative vibration, nobody loves to express. People suppress it. Anything you suppress turns into depression. Depression turns into disease, body is not at ease. And that leads to disintegration. So this is when you allow your thoughts to be controlled by what is happening outside, how dangerous it is. But unfortunately, 97% people, they are victim of this. They feel themselves as victim. But what if I say that there is another approach? But what are the consequences of outside in approach? You can see this, I've already explained. It leads to a trap. It is a never-ending trap. When you are in anxiety, when you are in stress, you will not take productive or massive actions or aligned actions. And then again, your results will not change. So it becomes a loop. Now to break this loop, what you can do? You can learn this inside-out approach. Now what do I mean by inside-out? Inside-out approach. You need to have a bigger vision, where you want to see your life in 1 year, 2 year, 5 years from now. Now you will be thinking that I am crazy, how I can even ask how my life will look like in 5 years when I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. But see, we are given a power to imagine. We are given a power to think what we want. Even though you don't know how, but you have a power to think what do you really want. And when you do that, but it's a learned skill. You need somebody who can teach you. Otherwise, what we are conditioned as, be realistic, be practical, be logical. We are programmed to think based on our results. In school, Our report card was telling that what kind of student we are. In job, our appraisal sheet was showing what kind of employee we are. In real life, if you are entrepreneur, your P&L report will tell you that whether you are successful entrepreneur or you are not successful entrepreneur. And that's how we are programmed. But imagine that you think, you take control of your thinking, you have a clear vision. You need to build that faith, that belief. If suppose some non-supporting beliefs are not helping you, you have a choice to replace those beliefs. And then what happens? You are in positive alignment. You have positive thoughts, you have positive emotion of faith, and you have positive vibration, which is called well-being. And when you are in well-being, you will be expressing, not suppressing. When you are expressing, you are in acceleration. When you are acceleration, your body is at ease. And when you are at ease, you are more creative. It's simple, but not easy. Believe me, it is simple, but not easy. So, what you need? Now, if freedom, growth, choice, financial freedom, if this is something resonate with you, you need to do something differently, correct? You can't keep doing same thing and expecting different result. That is called insanity. Now, it requires some time, it requires some money, it requires some energy to change your results. Do something, take control of your life. Learn about inside out approach. It's simple but not easy because you will be dealing with your mind which is programmed, which is conditioned. You need to remove those weeds which are not helping, which are not allowing your dreams to grow. And this is the reality. I am learning this information for last 16 years. Which approach you prefer? You want to be here, outside in approach, allowing everything happening outside to control your thoughts and feeling and action and results, or you want to take control by learning inside out approach? That is the best way you can create freedom and growth, and which you really deserve, but you make yourself accepting this. So it's very clear answer that everybody wants to follow inside out approach. Now you will be having a question, how I can do it? Learn from somebody. I have many mentors during last 16 years. I went to best coaches and mentors in the world, Bob Proctor, Robert Kiyosaki, and many more. Now, I want you to give a gift. There is a link in this post. Download my book, 45 pages of this book, Alignment Code. It's all about alignment. Like, see what I was talking about, alignment. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. Now, you may be in misalignment by negative thoughts, negative emotions, negative actions. You can always shift from there. Hope this was helpful to you. Like, comment, share with others also and help them. Thank you.